I'm all calmed down now. We need to welcome back to Let's Play Princess Evangile Sun Blind. Designed Taylor Norris, and we're talking with Headmistress. Thank you. It's quite an unbelievable story. If for the usual suspects, I can understand it, but... Shizuki and, what's more, the student council president Marika, what on earth is going on? Forgive me. We're sorry. Two girls bowed, the heavens looked at them with a troubled expression. Do you not going to apologize? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The two of us bowed hastily. Louise's-san couldn't hide her dissatisfaction, and the headmistress fell a sigh. But don't worry, Marika was there with you, indicates that this is more than some lark. You're dismissed, and please take baths immediately. That's right, even someone in the headmistress' office still looking wet. Headmistress Marika-san and Mitsuki-san had saw her enough to let us change first. Second, you ought to warm yourself up and rest so that you do not catch a cold. Ah, right. I can't believe the headmistress was being nice to me. I blinked a few times, then nodded in confusion. Maybe she really is a nice person. I feel kind of bad for getting the wrong idea about her. I'm still gonna enact my spite though. I'm sorry, I effectively unaffiliated with the school. I cannot be expected to take responsibility for your fate. They want that theory. Enacting a spite. Definitely enacting a spite. Did we? Honestly, mean you, headmistress. Ryu-san snapped the words out quickly. After what just happened? Are you kidding me? You're serious? What's that to understand? Now he will be leaving this school, so eventually he's not affiliated with us. I wonder about that. Do you two feel so certain about that? Well, it isn't certain at all. Yes. Please go now. You will catch cold. Yes, ma'am. Excuse me. Excuse me. Back. That's very strange. Haven't got fevers already. The rain passed quickly, and by the time you got back to the door, the moon was bright in the night sky. Everyone turned to us in the entryway and bowed no to us. Please apologize for all of this. Said in the chap, you mean? It as well, of course, but specifically I mean tonight. What's the wiser risk? I don't know how to apologize. You got some thinking to do, I guess. Of course. Marika-san had fallen into depression. She always had a confident smile on her face. Seeing her color like this was definitely strange. Hey, don't worry on the past. We're just glad it's over. Thank you for saying that. What you said to me, they did resonate in my heart. Those things? So, didn't you? I saw about that I could have cracked a joke when she had fallen, but that would have been bad timing for that. Just so we're clear.
今にも落ちそうな体勢で叫んでいるんだもの。今はそれはいいからって言おうか言うまいか迷ったわ。
She was just scared at her when you were about to fall. Wasn't sure if it was the time to say it personally. These guys say it was a pretty rude thing to say.
私、祖母にあんな風に叱ってもらったことはありませんでした。
I never was like that before, even by my grandmother. Oh, really? Well then, I really set off weekly as Marika approached me. Face was very close to mine. Her cheeks were brightly flushed, maybe because of the rain.
私、あの時のあなたの言葉、生涯胸に刻んで忘れることはありません。
Those words that you said to me will remain etched in my heart for as long as I live. I will not forget them. Ah, right. What is it? Pressed her face in close to mine. When I didn't necessarily mind proximity, I pulled back reflexively. Marika-sama, just what you saying, a bit too close? Oh, what am I doing? Marika-sama pulled away from me squeaky, leaving only a sweet fragrance behind. Darn it, Messiah! What just happened there? Right, we should be going, Messiah-san. You really will catch a cold. Right, whoa! Yuzu-san, why are you holding Messiah-san's hand? Hey, get back here! I suppose none of my business. But I never forget the feeling, for as long as I live. But no, Tommy had caught word of what happened that night. The astral school went unchanged, which meant to Messiah-san. Yes, it is. Also, a bit sad though. What are you talking about? He attacked like a sword. He's a true villain. Yes, that's true, but so I didn't see it ever. I thought she might be sad to see him go. Maybe she took him too. Yes, you may be right. Those three voices all cut off at once. Marika's voice came out over the speakers. Salutations, I am Marika, Student Council President. I'm by there from because something that I need to tell you. The entire class formed silence. Seemed to be the same everywhere. There was also came outside the classroom either. As you all know, there is to be a vote today concerning the fate of the Okonoki Messiah-kun. Then I tell you all prior to that vote. Very important. Hope that you all come to hear it. Please come say out to class today. Please. Please. I will be waiting for you. Click. The announcement ended, the voices came back in a rising hum. What could it be? don't think she's going to tell us all the awful things he did to her. Now that would be unprecedented. And it would be twisting life even more. There's no way. What, you consider her? You have to wait and see. Or so I have to say. But I can tell you a word, so I'll tell you. The answer is oui, Ayaka-sama. See, I'm so glad. As we saw mentioned this morning was, we say nodded. There's anyone else? The two should come from Marika-sama's lips. There's the announcement. I see. Now I can tell you the door opened before I could answer. Who's that? Come out of your room. Yes, ma'am. Ah, Marika-san. Salutations. This is time for the vote. However, Marika insisted. In other words, I was being allowed to leave my room on Marika-san's say so. Let's begin. We walked down the hall with Marika-san at the head of course, the guardian came with us. Marika, aren't you afraid? He is a criminal after all. No, I'm not afraid at all. Marika-san's unfortunate response to the guardian fell into silence. We're going. Let's go find out soon enough. He was heading for the cathedral. Marika-san turned to us just for the entrance. Please everyone has assembled. Everyone, you mean? Everyone, of course. Ah, she was right. The enormous cathedral was full to bursting. It looked like the entire student body had come. As the king realized my presence, they all turned their glares on me, one after another. Yet the anger turned to uncertainty as they noticed Marika-san with me, looking completely calm. Why are they together? Kinora's victim. It is bizarre. He dribbled through the crowd. We walked through it to the podium. Marika-san's silhouette, as she walked, was as dignified as it has ever been. I'm grateful to all coming here with so little notice. Marika-san stood at the podium with me standing beside her. Guide you because something that you absolutely must know. You guys see tender assault supposedly portrayed by the man standing just behind me. Suddenly the silent cathedral burst into whispers. I'll cut to the chase. The incident did not occur. Commotion grew louder. This day of finesse had reached a fever pitch. I would never imagine them capable of. Everyone, please listen to the entire story. Noise drained out down the mic. Marika-san repeated herself calmly. The commotion slowly died down. By that I mean, I fabricated the entire story. Instant was alive from the beginning to end, which means that Masaya-kun has done nothing wrong. I've already apologized to Tycoon. Of course, I must apologize to you all as well. I promise apologies for lying to you. I seized again. The air grew cool and swallowed up all the noises. The room grew silent again. This time a strange emotion hung over the crowd. Like sweeping away sand to reveal gold dust. But what remained there was far less desirable. Did he threaten her? Huh? This must be. You don't think he's not ended attempted. They did capture him in that bestial state. So he threatened her? What a beast. Hey now. They're definitely looking bad. Please don't see voice here. I'm telling you the full truth of the situation. Marika-san's voice had been decisive before, but now it wavered. I was feeling nervous too. What on earth are we going to do? You instantly go to that. Really? Anything I said about her at all, I take back. She's a bitch. End of discussion. Marika-sama. Words came all around. Oh, how are you? We don't lie. That's right, it's like being bitten by a dog. We got on a circle, come back to our starting point somehow. We got on a spout and ended up more than before. Marika-san turned back to me with a total expression. I shook my head. Nothing that I can do. If you can't convince them, then... Yes, that is true. I'm the only one who can clear up the misunderstanding. Yeah, please don't arrest me. I'm not an righteous woman. Where do you go? My actions today are the first step towards that. Let's look up, trying to be heard over the din. I asked your actions were going the way we hoped. Marika-sama? Lie? See, we can't believe it. But those were the only ones we heard. Simon, come here. Huh? You pulled me forward, forcefully. Look at this man. For some reason, it was those words that caused the theater to fall into silence. But I said that in the Gospel of John. So if you see who he truly was. Naturally, sin is mine for lying in the first place. But let me also say this. You are saying this man at the hill of Golgotha. Remember this name is Messiah? I know it's not spelled the same way, but and that's probably not a coincidence, which is not a good thing. But he does fit the part, don't you think? I just really hope he does. Again, why do you constantly wish to compare the Messiah to the Christ? Marika may simply be telling the truth. What? I mean, it's about parroting the words of others. Doesn't matter. This is the students who decide. That is true. That is tyranny of public opinion.
正直にさえなればそれで皆が納得してくれる。
You see Emily's apprehension that as long as she tells the truth, people will believe her.
人の心はことに群衆心理はそうそう簡単に右から左へと動くわけにはいきません。
People's mind predicted a mask cannot be swayed back and forth so easily.
そうですね。私としても楽しみですわ、理事長。マリカがこの場をどう収めるのか。
Yes, that's true. I'm looking forward to seeing it in their own way, Marika, and see how Marika deals with this.
ボートの時間は刻一刻と近づいています。果たしてそれまでに皆を納得させられるかしら。
Boats run closer, minute by minute. I wonder if she can convince them in time. I've had enough! I can't bear watch Marika hurt herself anymore. Let's hold the vote already! Cries of hold the vote began to fill the cathedral. I had learned a little about the Bible in my time here. Jesus had been tried before a crowd, and the crowd had pushed the judge to crucify him. Stop it, please stop. It's all my fault. Why? Why would you simply understand? There's nothing I could say. I just put a hand on Marika-san's shoulder. Marika-san looked up at me with the sudden expression of realization. That's right, I know what to do. Huh? Marika-san took action in an instant. I had no way of reacting. I totally forgot about this scene, but I do remember the old rule of anime. When things get sour, people are gonna kiss. This is how it works. Why? She kissed me on the cheek. Oh yeah, you didn't think I used the advisory improperly at all, but the thing is, it means French kiss. And that's because French doesn't mean it's a French kiss. See that? The advisor? Is he forced to you? Oh, I get it. With the hot flush in my cheeks and realized what a daring thing could be just done. But the reaction from Huey's state of finesse was immediate. As it changed at once, verses of could it be, and maybe she's right. The way I read shoujo manga was that love could blossom from assault. Quiet, you! You know. But the statement seemed convincing enough to most of them. Pedro was thrown back where it started from. Just then. What do you think you're doing? Though it was the voice of a woman, it was sharp and clear. Grandmother. Tia was walking towards us. Susan moved aside and swept back by our calm forcefulness. What's Yogi-sama doing here? Pretty Yogi-sama is involved in this as well. Huh. Too easy, not gonna. Look at his behavior, Marika. Just what do you think you were doing? Answer me, Marika. Is this man you were with last night? Before I answer you, there's a question I would like to ask you as well. What is it? Grandmother, why did you drive Saikun from the school? I thought so.
おばあ様に従うのを当然と思い、そしておばあ様は絶対的に正しいのだと思ってずっと生きてきたのです。
Was my life doing exactly as you told me, believing what you were absolutely righteous in all things?
今回のことは私にとって初めての疑問でした。だから教えてください、おばあ様の考えを。
It was the first time that I've doubted you, so please tell me. What were you thinking, grandmother?
お前の将来のためなのだよ、マリカ。
It's for your future, Marika.
私の将来。
My future? I can imagine what my exposure could do to Marika-san's future.
お前の母親が病で他界してしまい、代々理事を務めてきた我が妙義家は一代空白ができてしまう。その理屈はわかるね。
Rather palpable illness, leaving the Miyoki family's board of directors saw vacant for a generation. You find out, don't you? Yes.
そうなれば理事会の微妙な力関係は崩れてしまうだろう。つまり最初からお前は不利な位置に立っているのだよ。
Because of the power balance of the board of directors has shifted slightly, it would leave you in a disadvantageous position from the start.
一方で今回の特待留学生の話、現理事長の肝入りということを私は聞いたよ。それに相違ないね。
On the other hand, I heard that the scholarship and the children's sponsorship. I'm not wrong about that, am I?
そうですね。私はよく知りませんが、おそらく。
Yes, that's true. I know not much about it, but I was aware.
それが私の考えだよ。
That's when I had my idea.
どういうことでしょう。
What do you mean?
わからないのかい。老船員家を叩く絶好の機会じゃないか。
You don't see it? They said check out the Rosen's family.
私としてはどちらでもよかったのだよ、マリカ。老船員家が改革を唱えるなら保守を唱えるのであれば改革を。
So they're doing it out of spite. I'm still doing what we do out of spite. But you're just doing it out of spite. You're just disagreeing to disagree. Which means you're evil. To the eyes of the perceiver, of course. Haven't used that one. I haven't used this one in a while. That one in a while. Didn't matter to me either way, Marika. If the Rosen spoke out in favor of reform, I would favor conservatism. If they favor conservatism, I would favor reform.
妙義家は不利な立場に置かれてしまったのだからね。そのくらいのことはしなければ。
As the Royal family's disadvantaged prison, I had to do what I could, or else.
くだらない。なんとまあくだらない。
Nonsense. Utter nonsense.
私と考えを同じにするのかと思い、少しは感心したのに。まさかそんな牽制欲から出た話だったとは。
If they felt the same way I did, I was so heartened. To think that it was all just a power grab.
同郷に入るというのは悲しいものだわ。どんな清廉な人も人愛にまみれ、俗物となり果てる。
The acid age is a sorrowful thing. Those who were once pure and unselfish degrade into vulgarity.
聞こえてるよ。
I can hear you.
それは失礼。
Pardon my rudeness.
やれやれ。昔から気の強い子だったが。
Dear me, you guys are a willful child.
さあ、私は考えたよ、マリカ。次はお前の番だ。
Oh, as you, Marika. Now it is your turn.
私は今ようやく真に悟ったようです。
Because I finally realize the
何
truth.
をだい？
The truth of what?
人はあくまで人であって神ではない。 それはゆうべ下級生から教えてもらったことですが、確かに本当のことでした。
Humans are, in the end, human. They are not God. My new cousin taught me that last night, but now I see that it is true.
おばあ様、私はもう神のようにおばあ様を仰ぎ見ることはいたしません。
Rather, I look to you as if you were God.
勝手におし、私はもう呆れたよ。
Do as you wish. I'm already disappointed in you.
でもこれだけは分かってください、おばあ様。何があってもおばあ様は私の大切な人です。
If you know this, grandmother, no matter what happens, you are important to me.
昨日の電話の時点で分かっていた。お前はもう以前のお前ではないのだね、マリカ。
Kind of last night, I could tell. You're no longer the person you once were, Marika.
その変化は万世夢に投じられた一石が及ぼしたものです。
Yes, and it all began from a single stone that was thrown into the pond of Incense.
私は確かに変わってしまったのです。
It has definitely changed me.
その変化がいいのか悪いのか、それは時間が教えてくれるだろう。
Suppose it is time that would tell us it changes for good or for ill. Marika's guy turned and spoke as she walked out.
ただ、お前は私の可愛い孫だよ。だから
However, you are a darling granddaughter, and so,
いいものであることを私も願っているよ。
I will pray that it is for good.
おばあ様、
Grandmother. With that one warm final word, she left. Once before I vanished, the entire student body seemed to sigh with relief. Glad that all worked out.
これもまさやくんのおかげです。
Yes, I owe it all to you. Didn't do anything, I think. It was your words that got through to your grandmother. It's now time for the vote. I interrupted her. Can you repeat that for me, please? No? Bitch.
そろそろボートの時間よ。
Sure, now you do it. It's now time for the vote.
生徒たちには体育館に移ってもらうわ。いいわね。
What's the gymnasium? Do you hear me? Yes, ma'am.
それにしても大変ね、マリカも。脅迫までされてしまうなんて。
I truly feel sorry for you, Marika, to be threatened in addition to all that has happened. This is sarcasm. She knows what really happened. I read the headmistress' expression was steel and she didn't even flinch.
今のやりとりは全員が聞いていたことと思います。つまり
That's cool with her change, which means
みんな等身大の私がさらけ出されました。それが一つの答えとなると思います。
my failability has been exposed to all. That should be enough to answer them.
みんな、集会は終わったわ。ボートを行うから、今すぐ体育館に移動のこと。解散。
Everyone's rally is over. The war has begun, so please to the gymnasium. Disperse! I got it here. We'll know the results pretty soon, I assume.